Archangel Michael says, listen closely, because this message cannot wait. Something intense was uncovered last Friday, and it was about you, something your future spouse did not expect. The truth that surfaced has shaken the very foundation of what they believed about you, and now everything is about to change rapidly. They sat down with a close friend who showed them a photo, an image that shouldn't exist anymore. That image was tied to a past you've left behind, something you buried and tried to move on from. But it rose from the depths, as if the universe was ready to stir the truth that you thought was long gone. Your future spouse didn't get angry immediately. Instead, they paused, went quiet, and stared at the wall for a long time. It wasn't just shock, it was a flood of memories, possibilities, fears, and a strange pull that made them question their own heart. They couldn't sleep Friday night. They turned their phone off. They canceled all plans for Saturday. That's how serious this moment was, because the truth wasn't just about your past, it made them realize how deeply they already care about you. Type Amen to get blessing 333. They began digging. Messages, comments, connections, every trace of your history they could find, they chased. And somewhere in that silence, they discovered that you are not the person others have tried to paint you as. Archangel Michael says they've found the hidden layers of your heart, the part that even you forgot to show. They found the strength you carried in silence, the scars you never shared, and the love you gave without being asked. They didn't see weakness, they saw sacrifice. Someone close to them warned them against you, feeding them doubts, stirring up old rumors, trying to delay the divine timing. But Archangel Michael has begun to block these voices, for they no longer hold any power. Truth has begun its work. Type Amen to get blessing 444. Your future spouse cried after what they discovered. Not because they were hurt, but because they finally understood. The puzzle pieces clicked, and your name began to glow differently in their spirit. They felt the weight you've been carrying all alone. They now realize your silence wasn't guilt. It was protection. They know you were shielding them, even from the truth that could have caused early damage. But the time has come for everything to be brought into light. That discovery last Friday shifted their heart. They are watching you differently now, from a distance, trying to decide when and how to approach. And though they've been advised to walk away, something stronger is pulling them back to you. Type Amen to get blessing 555. They spoke to someone in your family. A relative who told them more than you ever dared to share. And it hit them so hard, they had to sit in their car for over an hour, letting the realization sink in. You are not the story people told. You are not the mistakes others keep echoing. You are not broken. In fact, they've realized, you are the answer to a prayer they forgot they whispered during a lonely night long ago. Your future spouse now believes you were placed in their life for a bigger reason. The scars they thought were ugly are now symbols of strength. The distance you kept was not rejection, it was divine timing guarding both of you. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Their faith in you is growing, even if they haven't spoken yet. Something about you has begun to awaken their spirit, not just their feelings. They now see signs everywhere, your favorite number, your initials, a song that reminds them of you. They are dreaming of you, vivid, unstoppable dreams where you speak to them, where you look at them with eyes that hold galaxies. In those dreams, you explain everything without words. And they wake up with tears, overwhelmed by a knowing they can't explain. Archangel Michael says that what they found last Friday was only the start. What they are about to uncover next will lock their decision forever. And once that moment arrives, no human voice can sway their choice again. They will stand up for you. And when they do, it will silence the noise of those who judged you, abandoned you, and tried to erase you. Because when divine love awakens, it doesn't retreat. Type Amen to get blessing 888. They're preparing to come toward you soon. But before that happens, one final test is about to be placed in your life. Someone will return from your past and try to distract you, to pull you back into a version of yourself you no longer belong to. Do not look back. The door has closed. And your future spouse needs you whole, not wounded. That Friday discovery wasn't to break your story, it was to birth the real beginning of it. They will reach out without warning. It could be a message, a voice note, a letter, something real. And when it arrives, you'll feel it in your chest before you even read it. Type Amen to get blessing 999. There's a woman who tried to keep them away from you. She used to whisper lies behind your back. But now, her influence has shattered. Your future spouse has stopped believing her poison. They've begun to listen to the quiet truth in their soul. The one that tells them you are not a storm, but a survivor. You are not confusion, you are clarity shaped through chaos. Archangel Michael says you're being watched, but this time, not by critics. By someone who loves you more than you know. Someone who's slowly realizing they can't let you walk away again. They are building the courage to face their circle, to declare their truth, and to walk straight toward you without fear. Type Amen to get blessing 222. The atmosphere around your life is shifting. You can feel it, through random goosebumps, unexpected tears, and moments when your chest feels tight for no reason. That's because the bond between your soul and theirs is being restored. There was interference before. Someone had your photo. They tried to defile your nom. But it didn't work. Because your spirit carries divine protection, and your energy is untouchable when aligned with truth. They now realize, you are not a liability. You are not fragile. You are rare. And rare things are misunderstood by common minds. Type Amen to get blessing 111. A man who once had feelings for you is trying to interfere now. He's pretending to be concerned. But his real agenda is to plant doubt in your heart so you'll self-sabotage your own blessing. Don't let it happen. Stay calm. Stay in your power. Because the blessing meant for you cannot be stolen, but it can be delayed if you lose faith. Your future spouse has one more step to take. They're almost there. And when they arrive, it won't be subtle. It will shake everything you thought you knew about commitment, timing, and divine partnerships. Type Amen to get blessing 666. There will be a dinner invitation. Possibly next week. Accept it. Because someone will be present who knows them, and will speak highly of you without realizing how much it matters. That night will lead to a phone call. That call will lead to a meeting. And that meeting? It will be the beginning of a truth-telling session that heals both of your timelines. They are not angry. They are awakening. They are not afraid of your truth. They are falling in love with it. Type Amen to get blessing 121. Last Friday will be remembered for years to come. Not as the day of confrontation, but the day the veil was lifted. The moment they saw you not with judgment, but with revelation. You are not what they were told. You are the echo of strength in silence. You are the heart that beats even when no one is clapping for you. You are chosen. This message comes to prepare you. Because when they come, they will want the real you. Not the one the world shaped. But the one who stands tall, even with tears. Type Amen to get blessing 000. And when you see them again, when they look at you and say your name, you'll know that nothing was a coincidence. Every delay had purpose. Every betrayal pushed you closer to this union. They are being moved by divine hands now. They're being protected from distractions. They're being given dreams about your childhood, your truth, and your strength. All to confirm, you are the one. This is your moment. Let go of the fear. The time has come for love to speak louder than lies. Type Amen to get blessing 454. The door your future spouse is about to knock on isn't physical, it's spiritual. They are getting closer with every thought, every breath, and every whispered prayer they send out for clarity. The moment they saw your truth, their soul recognized something they had long been missing. This is why they've gone silent. Not out of rejection, but out of reverence. They don't want to ruin something sacred by approaching it too soon or with the wrong energy. Archangel Michael says their silence is divine preparation. They are battling voices inside them and outside them that try to shake their belief in this connection. But each time they pull away, they are pushed closer again. They are hearing your name in random places now. Seeing symbols connected to your past. Feeling emotions they can't explain. Their body might be sitting in one place, but their heart has already started traveling back toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 313. There's a letter being written in secret. A confession. Something they have been scripting in their private journal about you, because it's the only way they can release all that's stirring inside them. They're scared of losing you, but more afraid of being misunderstood. They know your eyes have seen storms. They know your smile hides stories. And they are not approaching you with pity, they're approaching with admiration. One of their friends just told them to let it go. But instead of listening, they stared silently and walked away. Because they can't forget the way your name made their heart skip the moment they learned the full truth last Friday. What they found is deeper than a rumor. It's a revelation. And now they can't shake the feeling that you were sent to them not just for love, but for destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 484. There's a woman around them who is jealous of you. She pretends to care, but secretly wishes to see your downfall. She has tried to poison their view of you, using small truths to cover the bigger lies. But Archangel Michael says her energy is being removed. Her whispers are being intercepted. The more she tries to interfere, the more your future spouse becomes protective over you, even if you don't see it yet. There's a sudden distance forming between them and her. It's not loud or public, but it's final. They've seen her motives now, and it disgusts them how far people go to destroy what they fear. They are beginning to fight for you, quietly but powerfully. Every step they take toward you now is aligned with divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 585. On the day they found out the truth about you, they sat with an old photo. It was one they almost threw away. But something told them to keep it. In that photo, they saw your pain hidden behind your light. And that's when they realized, you are not the enemy. You are not a mistake. You are the one who kept going even when the world tried to break you apart. They began to admire you in ways they never had before. They see how you kept your dignity. How you refused to fight back even when you were wronged. How you held your peace while others threw dirt. That's the moment their heart began to shift, and the love they carried secretly started to grow roots that won't be shaken. Type Amen to get blessing 717. They saw an old message you wrote, something. Their belief in this connection. But each time they pull away, they are pushed closer again. They are hearing your name in random places now. Seeing symbols connected to your past. Feeling emotions they can't explain. Their body might be sitting in one place, but their heart has already started traveling back toward you. Type Amen to get blessing 313. There's a letter being written in secret. A confession. Something they have been scripting in their private journal about you, because it's the only way they can release all that's stirring inside them. They're scared of losing you, but more afraid of being misunderstood. They know your eyes have seen storms. They know your smile hides stories. And they are not approaching you with pity, they're approaching with admiration. One of their friends just told them to let it go. But instead of listening, they stared silently and walked away. Because they can't forget the way your name made their heart skip the moment they learned the full truth last Friday. What they found is deeper than a rumor. It's a revelation. And now they can't shake the feeling that you were sent to them not just for love, but for destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 484. There's a woman around them who is jealous of you. She pretends to care, but secretly wishes to see your downfall. She has tried to poison their view of you, using small truths to cover the bigger lies. But Archangel Michael says her energy is being removed. Her whispers are being intercepted. The more she tries to interfere, the more your future spouse becomes protective over you, even if you don't see it yet. There's a sudden distance forming between them and her. It's not loud or public, but it's final. They've seen her motives now, and it disgusts them how far people go to destroy what they fear. They are beginning to fight for you, quietly but powerfully. Every step they take toward you now is aligned with divine timing. Type Amen to get blessing 585. On the day they found out the truth about you, they sat with an old photo. It was one they almost threw away. But something told them to keep it. In that photo, they saw your pain hidden behind your light. And that's when they realized, you are not the enemy. You are not a mistake. You are the one who kept going even when the world tried to break you apart. They began to admire you in ways they never had before. They see how you kept your dignity. How you refused to fight back even when you were wronged. How you held your peace while others threw dirt. That's the moment their heart began to shift, and the love they carried secretly started to grow roots that won't be shaken. Type Amen to get blessing 717. They saw an old message you wrote, something meant for someone else. But when they read it, it felt like a piece of your soul was reaching toward them. It wasn't about what you said. It was about how your words vibrated with truth. That message cracked something open inside them. All of a sudden, the wall they built came down. And for the first time in weeks, they wept. They haven't told anyone yet. But every day since last Friday, they've been checking your social media. Watching your photos. Reading your captions. Studying your eyes for signs of truth or pain. They want to talk to you, but not casually. They want to sit down and have a real conversation. The kind where truth is sacred and time slows down. Type Amen to get blessing 919. This person had doubts in the beginning. They weren't sure if this love was real. But after what they found out about you, those doubts started to dissolve like smoke in the wind. They're praying now. Even if they never used to pray, they are now. Asking God for a sign, asking the universe for courage, asking for timing to favor what their soul has already chosen. Archangel Michael says, your name has become sacred to them. Not because of how others speak about you, but because of what they now feel in their spirit when they think of you. They are preparing to come forward with an apology. And more than that, a decision that could change both your lives permanently. Type Amen to get blessing 838. One of their family members knows something too. Someone from your side spoke to someone from theirs, and your name came up in a story that surprised them. But instead of turning away, they leaned in. What they heard made them curious. Made them protective. Made them feel a surge of respect. Because your journey has not been easy, but you've carried it with silence and grace. They're starting to see that no one gets to define you but your soul. And what they found last Friday was not the end of love. It was the beginning of real understanding. They are being pulled toward you by invisible hands. What's meant to happen will no longer be delayed. Type Amen to get blessing 292. There's a strange calm settling around their spirit. It's not the kind that comes from giving up, but the kind that arrives before major transformation. They are surrendering to what they feel. And what they feel is growing stronger every day. They are watching people walk out of their life, and for once, they're not trying to stop them. Because anyone who doesn't support their path toward you is being quietly removed. Archangel Michael is surrounding them with clarity. And with every passing day, their fears are being replaced with purpose. Your name will soon be written into a commitment you didn't even know was being planned. Type Amen to get blessing 414. You will receive a message soon. It may come at an unexpected hour. It may be vague. But you'll know who it's from because your heart will feel it before your eyes even read it. They may say something small like, I've been thinking. Again, with no secrets between you. Type Amen to get blessing 353. They had a vision while lying down. It wasn't a dream. It was a flash, a glimpse of you walking away from them while they stood still, unable to speak. They woke up sweating, heart racing, and tears on their pillow. That moment made them pick up their phone and start typing. But again, they deleted the message. Fear still lingers. But love is louder now. They know the truth they discovered wasn't ugly, it was human. It was layered. It was sacred. And for the first time in their life, they saw someone real enough to love through eternity. Type Amen to get blessing 464. They no longer desire perfection. They want connection. They want real. They want the version of you that has been through storms and still smiles with light. Their friends might not understand it yet. Their family might question their choice. But they've reached a point where none of that matters anymore. They would rather have 5 minutes of truth with you than a lifetime of lies with anyone else. And the moment they touch your hand again, they won't let go. Archangel Michael says, "Prepare your heart, because this union will not arrive in whispers, it will roar with destiny." Type Amen to get blessing 575. Someone is jealous of this. Someone who once claimed they loved your future spouse is watching things unfold and silently panicking. They can feel their grip weakening. They can feel the connection slipping away from them. This person is crafting another lie. One more trick to try and poison the air between you. But this time, it will fall flat. Because your future spouse's heart has become sealed with discernment. They now question every voice that tries to distract them from you. And slowly, those distracting voices are disappearing from their path. Type Amen to get blessing 686. They saw you online again today. A photo that struck them so deeply, they had to pause their entire day. Your eyes held something they hadn't seen in a while, a softness, a distance, a quiet cry. They wanted to message you right then. But once again, they hesitated. Not because they don't want you, but because they're trying to figure out the right moment, the right words, the right rhythm. It's coming. That moment. That message. That face-to-face meeting. It's coming quicker than you expect. Type Amen to get blessing 797. They've started writing a list, things they want to tell you. Not just about what they found last Friday, but what they've felt ever since. How they now dream of a home with you. How they imagine you standing beside them in a sacred vow. How they hear your laughter before they sleep. You are becoming their reason. And every obstacle is starting to look small in comparison to what they feel for you. Archangel Michael says their spirit has been stirred. And nothing can distract them from what they're being called to do next. Type Amen to get blessing 808. You are not alone in this. You are not forgotten. You. About you. But behind those words will be layers of meaning, waiting for you to respond not with doubt, but with truth. This is not just about reunion. It's about resurrection. What was once lost is about to be returned, but stronger, purer, and unstoppable. You are not broken. You are becoming. Type Amen to get blessing 646. You've waited long enough. The pain you've carried, the nights you cried in silence, the whispers that mocked your name, they are all being erased in this season of justice. And your future spouse? They are the living proof that destiny always returns to the right place. Let your heart stay open. Your story is not over. In fact, the real chapter begins now. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, you may not realize it yet, but the atmosphere around your name is heavy with whispers, movement, and transformation. Since last Friday, things have been shifting in realms you cannot yet see. The person meant to walk into your future now carries a truth about you that no one expected them to discover. They sat in their car last night, scrolling through memories, reading comments, trying to understand how this secret was kept from them for so long. Their heart pounded as they pieced everything together, but their spirit remained still, because deep down, something felt right. The information didn't shake their love, it deepened it. They saw how others spoke about you in shadows. They read words designed to make you look small. But what those people didn't realize was that your future spouse sees with a different kind of vision now, one sharpened by divine revelation. And they're no longer confused. They are awake. Type Amen to get blessing 131. They saw how strong you were to survive what you did. How you walked away from betrayal without vengeance. How you remained silent when others expected you to break. That silence now speaks louder than noise. Your future spouse is honoring your strength quietly. They are planning their next steps without telling anyone, because they've seen what happens when too many hands touch a sacred thing. Since Friday, they've distanced themselves from two people who once influenced their judgment. They didn't announce it. They simply stopped answering certain calls, stopped engaging in draining conversations. They now protect your name in private. And very soon, they will do it in public. Type Amen to get blessing 242. Something has been burning in their chest. A heaviness mixed with love, mixed with regret, mixed with clarity. They know they should have asked you directly. But the fear of pushing you away made them hesitate. Now, they realize time is running short. There's a window of opportunity opening, and if they don't act soon, they may lose what their soul has craved all along. There's a place they plan to take you. A quiet corner, not crowded or noisy. Somewhere they can speak freely, without judgment. In that space, they'll ask for nothing but the chance to start Aga.